Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this virtual open house here at Adair Homes. My name is Charlie Tarrin. I'm a home ownership counselor here at Adair, and I'm joined today by my colleague Joe Becerra. And we're going to be leading this here in just a moment. We're going to give everybody a chance to get on and join, and we'll get going here in about 1 minute. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Once again, thanks so much for being here with us today. We really do appreciate it. Just to give you a quick overview of kind of what this virtual tour, this virtual open house will look like. We're going to take just a moment and kind of walk through some of the basics for Adair Homes. We have several people on the call today, and I'm sure that most of you have probably had an opportunity to visit our website. But we're going to take just a quick look at that, give you some tips and pointers about how to navigate through that. Won't take long on that at all. The open house today is for our 3,495 square foot floor plan we call the Cascades. And we're going to take a second or two and look at the standard floor plan. The open house that we're going to walk through virtually today, the homeowners made a few modifications to that plan. So we'll also then take a second and look at some of the things that that particular customer did. And then we'll chat a little bit about standard features, options, upgrades, customizations, etc. And then we're going to go straight to the video. We're going to play the video through twice. It's only about 7 minutes long, so we'll do a little start and stop to begin with, and then we'll play it once more through in its entirety and have a full Q&A time afterwards. Please note that we're going to field questions all throughout the open house as well. And Joe helped me with this. I think if you look at the bottom of your screen, there should be is it the Q&A function, Joe?
Yes, the Q&A will be used to answer questions. Submit questions and we'll answer them.
Perfect. Yeah, so anytime you have a question, feel free to submit that in the Q&A section. Joe's going to be kind of monitoring that throughout our time together today. And we're going to do our level best to field as many questions as we can. And if there's something that we need to look into, or maybe it's a little more complex than we want to handle right here, we'll be sure to gather your information. We'll respond back to you and make sure that you get an answer. First of all, like I said, I just want to take a quick second. We're going to share screen and show you our website. Joe, is that coming up okay? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So just real quick, for those of you who have not had a chance to go onto our website, it is simply our name, adairhomes.com. So super easy to get to, and it is a wealth of information and insight. I would encourage all of you, if you can see my cursor on the actual website itself, there's a drop-down menu that allows you to choose your build area. Adair Homes is now in 4 states and over 20 offices throughout. So you do want to choose your build area, as that can slightly affect overall pricing that is shown. And so we want to make sure that you're getting accurate information. From there, most folks do like to simply view floor plans. And you can do that by just hitting the drop-down menu under Our Plans. And you can view all plans, smallest to largest, or vice versa, or you can narrow the search down, and that can be single level homes, multi-generational, maybe you have a narrow lot. You want to look at floor plans that are sort of designed for that. So you can narrow your search that way. We're going to be looking at the Cascades floor plan today, and that really is the largest floor standard plan that Adair Homes offers. And if you scroll all the way down, you're going to see the Cascades plan. We'll pull that up just for to use that as an example. Obviously, you're going to see the artist rendering of the floor plan, and we're just going to scroll down real quick. All of our homes come in a variety of exterior options. We've given them names like Traditions, Craftsman, Farmhouse, and Riata, which is more of a modern style. And those names simply describe the exterior look of the home. Regardless of the exterior that you choose, the floor plan essentially remains the same, and all of your interior options remain the same as well. Adair Homes did make some incredible recent changes to our standard offerings. So things like quartz countertops and backsplash, laminate floors in hard surface areas, Craftsman trim, standard recessed lighting. It's actually a flush mount LED recessed simulator light, and that's standard in the kitchen, great room, hallways, etc. Two panel doors, kind of a Craftsman style interior door. All of those things are now standard with Adair Homes. I would point out that in the Portland metro area, Adair Homes is a full service builder, meaning we manage every aspect of your build beginning to end. And we'd be happy at any time to have a conversation with you and help you kind of put that budget together. Just real quickly, this is how the floor plan would look on our website. We're going to go to a little bit more detailed version of that, but you're going to see the main floor and then the upper floor as well. When you look at most of our plans, we're going to have a photo gallery. This is a library of pictures that we've put together from past builds for that particular floor plan. And on many of our plans, we also have a virtual tour, or maybe a couple of those to walk through as well. So that's going to be true of most all plans on our website. Just real quick, we're going to take you to that standard version of the Cascades. This is how it would look in a more drafted version of the plan. And we can provide this to you for all floor plans. These are the scale, 8-inch scale, and they're going to show much more information regarding room dimensions, etc. When we look at the Cascades plan, some of the things that people love about this, really large kind of mudroom, utility room right off the garage. This does have the butler's pantry, kind of more secluded half bath, large corner pantry, good sized island for the kitchen, and then huge great room with 2-story windows, very expansive entryway. Dining room, not really a formal dining room, but a little more formal than some, with the pass-through from the butler's pantry. Primary suite on the main floor, den, etc. And then when we scroll down, we're going to see the second floor. And so this is going to have the loft area, and then 3 more bedrooms, bath, etc. This particular plan does offer the option of turning the loft area into a dual primary suite, and that's what that would look like. When we're viewing this particular open house, that is a selection that this homeowner did make. So we will see that dual primary suite. In fact, we're going to shift over to their plan itself. And just real quickly, we'll scroll down to what we would call the elevations page. This would be the front of the home. And this particular customer did elect to add a 3rd car garage. So you're going to see that as well. We're going to look at the sides of the home and then the back. In the back, this particular home was built on a fairly significant slope. And Adair Homes is able to build on sloped properties very effectively. However, you simply will have some added foundation and perhaps what we would call a pony wall, which would make up for that sloped area. They're building a deck off the back and have a covered porch patio area as well. Looks like John might have a question. Joe, I don't know if you can see that or not.
I'm not showing you questions, Tony.
Okay. Oh, it looks like John raised a hand. I don't know if we can do, John, if you have the ability to type a question into the Q&A, that would be helpful for us, and then we'll be sure to try to field that question as we go. All right, Joe, go ahead.
Sorry, it looks like it did come through from John, and he's just asking about what is the grade on there, and I know you're talking a little bit about that.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't know that I have it exactly. We could probably look at this, but my guess is I believe that it was about a 6-foot fall from the front of the home, which would be right here, to the back. So approximately 6 feet. And again, what the actual, when the excavator finished doing the full dig out, what it came to, I don't know for sure, but I think it's going to be right around the 5 to 6 feet. One of the options that most Adair floor plan offers is going to be for a fireplace. We offer a gas fireplace as standard. We do often also install a wood burning fireplace insert, and we can certainly talk with you about the details of both. This homeowner did add a gas fireplace to the great room. And we're going to see some pictures of that, although it was not finished. And so before we even dive into the video, I'm going to switch over here. This is actually what the fireplace in the great room. And by the way, it's 17-foot ceilings in the great room area. So this gas fireplace has a raised part and 17 feet of cultured stone. I'm going to get to another picture here. Hopefully this. So this is from the stairs. This is the great room area, and this is the completed fireplace. The only reason I wanted to show you this is because in the video itself, what we would call the chase has been built for the fireplace, but the stone was not installed yet. So wanted everybody to have a quick chance. All right, Joe, what am I missing? Anything so far? How am I doing?
Doing great, Charlie.
Awesome. Hey, we're gonna dive into the video from here. Like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit of stop and start, just to kind of explain a few things. I would say that in the industry, we have a term called a dusty shoe open house. And that's simply to describe a home that's not 100% complete. So this home is not fully complete. In fact, in some pictures, some pieces of the video, you're going to see contractors working on the home. The home is not painted. There hasn't been any landscaping done. There's still some construction debris to clean up. So by no means is it a staged house and fully polished. But it does give a good visual and a good representation of the home itself, and just spatially and dimensionally a good opportunity to walk through that. So we'll kick it off, and we'll just go from there. Joe, any questions?
Super quick question here. There's two Johns asking questions. A different John is asking, what if you do not have land yet?
Yeah, great question, John. So Adair Homes has always been what we call an on-your-lot builder, which means we have been in business since 1969. We've built over 20,000 homes throughout the Northwest, and we've never owned land. And that's a bit of a double-edged sword, because the benefit is our homeowners are free to build wherever they want. They are not locked into a particular development with cookie cutter lots. They can choose land wherever they want. So there is the freedom to build in your location, not just our location. The downside to that is, you have to find the property. One of the things that we want to do as homeownership counselors is to assist all of our customers in that effort. We're going to do everything that we can. So whether that means linking you up with a good realtor that has some expertise in bare land, real estate, we want to help you with that as well. So please reach out to us and we'll do our level best to give you all the resources to help you find some property. Joe, did you say you had another one?
No, that's all for now.
Okay, all right, we'll fire this up and we'll go from there. And it may have been pretty obvious to everybody, but this is the den right off the entry. Sorry, mistake number one. This is the den. The first room that we walked into is actually the dining room.
Hey, Charlie, we have a question on, what height are the ceilings we're seeing?
Yeah, so this is 17 feet from floor to ceiling in the great room area. One of the other things I want to point out, you will see a slight carpet upgrade on the stairs and upstairs. This is a laminate floor, and the laminate floor is throughout the majority of the downstairs. As standard, this would be a half wall on the stairs. One of the custom options that we often see with this plan is open railing stairs, and we can do that with just about any two-story floor plan. But this, I think it really pops. It really shows well for this particular.
Hey, Charlie, and then a follow-up question to the ceilings. What about the rest of the home? Like what ceiling height are the bedrooms?
Yep. So Adair Homes will always build every home as standard to 8 foot tall. So our main floor and the upper floor of a two-story home would have 8-foot ceilings. You can increase, you can upgrade to a 9-foot ceiling height on the main floor. But that is a standard option. That means that the second floor still remains at 8 foot tall. And we do have people who say, hey, you know, can I do 10-foot ceilings? Can I make the upstairs 9 foot? Those things are possible, but those would be considered custom options. We don't have them pre-priced, but you can do 9-foot ceilings on at least on the main floor for any floor plan that we have. This particular home has that 2-story ceiling height for the great room area, and that is 17 feet. This, of course, is the primary suite and primary bath. I would point out real quick that this is what we refer to as the gourmet appliance package. So this is going to give you double ovens. All the appliances are going to be built in. We have built-in microwave, two built-in double ovens, and then a drop-in, in this case, a drop-in gas cooktop, and kind of a larger commercial size range. Adair Homes does offer what we call a pot filler faucet, and that would be that's what's showing here. Full height backsplash, under cabinet lighting, all options to select from, and the pot filler faucet.
Hey, Charlie? Quick question.
Go for it, yeah.
They wanted to know what type of countertops were in the kitchen.
Yeah, so these are quartz countertops. We saw that in the primary bath as well, but also quartz in the kitchen. I don't have the color in front of me. At last count, I think, and Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have probably close to 20 different quartz styles, and then another 20 granite options as well. And remember, quartz is now standard in the home, and then we do have, and it comes in two standard colors because we do purchase those in volume. If you do want another color or style, there's lots to choose from. And I would like to point out as well that the door style that is shown here and the trim, so a 2-panel door and the Craftsman trim that you're seeing are both standard with all Adair Homes as well. Just real quick, this would be the dual master suite, that we'll be, viewing here instead as we do one.
So Charlie, we have a couple of questions.
Go for it.
So, are the rails on the stairs standing?
No, and I know we probably have some people, coming in, at different times. When we first started the video, I did want to point out that would be a half wall, with a cap as standard. But many people do, especially with this floor plan, elect to go with a custom option for open railing. And that's what this homeowner did. So that is a custom option.
And then a couple more real quick, Charlie. Is landscaping included in the secondary price?
It is not, typically, Adair Homes is going to price out, again, this is for the Portland metro region. We are now, a full service builder, and we're gonna manage every aspect of your build. We can, factor in landscaping for financing purposes. But landscaping would be something that would be managed by the homeowner. Adair Homes is going to manage every aspect of the construction of your home. So permits, site development, excavation, utilities, infrastructure, all of that, Adair Homes is going to oversee that. Things like logging, something like landscaping, again, not that couldn't be covered through your budget and your financing if you're doing construction financing, but that would not be managed by Adair Homes. How we doing, Joe? Did you have another one in there?
That's all. Thank you, Charlie.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, play it through one more time. Now would be a great opportunity to just field any thoughts, questions that you might have, big or small. Feel free to send them our way. So we'll do a little Q&A time. I'm gonna run it through the video one more time without any pauses, and then we'll be available after that as well in case somebody might have a question. Joe, how we doing? Anybody?
You're doing good. And Charlie, as the video is running the second time, can you share a little bit about the promotional interest rate you have?
Yeah, that's a great point. So I am gonna try to turn the music down. Play it through one more time. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes.
Got it. So yeah, we'll just let this roll through. Again, same exact video. So for those who have to go, we understand. But feel free to just kind of enjoy it one more time. And like I said, you might think of another question or thought that you want to send our way. But Joe's got a good point. While this is playing through, we do want to point out that Adair Homes does have a really unique and incredible opportunity for financing right now. Many of you might not know, Adair Homes has a sister company called Adair Financial Services. And through Adair Financial, we were able to acquire an interest rate of 4.875. That is for a 30-year fixed finance option. So it's not an ARM, it's not an adjustable rate type mortgage. This is a 30-year fixed at 4.875. Now, there are some credit score requirements to achieve that rate. So if you're below, I believe, 760, it bumps up to 5.1, something like that. If you're below 700, it's still under 6. So an incredible opportunity that a lot of folks are taking advantage of. We can give you more details on that. Super easy to qualify. So if you go to adairfinancial.com, you're going to see an online application button. Simply click on the online application. It says apply now. Adair Financial at that stage does not do a hard pull on credit, so there's absolutely no risk in getting a basic pre-qualification. But for many of the clients that we work with who are seriously interested in finding property and building a new home, they want to get that pre-qualification as soon as they can, so that they can express their desired budget to their real estate agent. They can make a very legitimate offer on property because they can present that pre-qual for financing. So it's just a great first step, and we would encourage anybody and everybody to go to adairfinancial.com and do the pre-qual.
Hey, Charlie, do you have an idea what the total upgrades were for this house roughly?
That's a great question. I don't have that in front of me, but the home itself, was actually purchased about a year and a half ago. It's just taken us some time to get the actual video and schedule the open house. So our standard features and all of that have changed a little bit, but if we were pricing it today, I think you would be somewhere in the range of 830,000. And I don't know how much of that exactly was upgrade options. The site development costs did include excavation, long driveway, pulling power and water in a fairly good distance. This is a 5-acre parcel. You did have added foundation, custom patio cover. You had the third-car garage, etc. So the home came out to about 830. Their site costs, permits, excavation, utilities, connections, road work, all of that came to about 165. So yeah, pretty good sized bill for this particular home. We're just gonna go ahead and pause it there. And I'm just gonna circle back. And again, like I said, now's a great time to field any other questions that you might have. Feel free to fire away. We'll talk about total cost, and I'm just looking here to current lead time to start a project in Washington County. How is supply chain situation? Great question. We do have lots of folks asking about timeline and things like that. And so, we always want to address that, right from the beginning. Our build time, really does not change by location. It does not change, for the most part, by seasonality. We're going to average in the Portland metro area, at least, we're going to average approximately 160 to 175 days of active construction. That means foundation pour to final walkthrough and completion. That being said, most folks are more interested in the total project time, not just active construction, but like every aspect of the build, from permitting to site development and including all of those things. And as you might imagine, those timelines change depending on location. Washington and Multnomah County can take 5 to 6 months to process building permits, whereas places like Clackamas or Yamhill County might be more like 4 to 6 weeks. So that can impact a project significantly, just depending on permit time. The other part of that question was supply chain. Adair Homes, one of the huge benefits of working with Adair Homes is 54 years of relationship with our trades, our contractors, our vendors, suppliers, etc. Because of that longevity of relationship, we've not been impacted by supply chain issues. There's no issues whatsoever for that, for build materials, etc. for us. So we can start as soon as as we have permits in hand, and that timeline differs depending on location. But on average, from completing paperwork with Adair Homes to a finally completed home, averages about a year. And again, it can be slightly less than that, and it can be more than that depending on your particular jurisdiction or permitting location. All right, any others? You have anything else out there that you see?
I don't, but Charlie, do you mind sharing your phone number? I know Brian has a follow-up question for you, and I asked him to reach out to you, but if you could just share your phone number, he'll have it right away.
Yeah, just real quick, the best number for me, 503-776-6532. And again, my name is Charlie Heron, homeownership counselor with the North Willamette Valley office. And that simply means that we would service in Oregon essentially from Portland to Corvallis, and from kind of the western edge of Yamhill County all the way out to Hood River, and actually kind of creeping into the Dalles. So we do go out I-84 there, but Portland to Corvallis and Sheridan to Hood River is essentially our area. So if you have a specific question or a desire to build there, let us know. If you're building someplace else but you want me to field a question, I'm happy to do that too. So, well, we appreciate everybody attending and joining us. We know everybody's schedule is busy, so it means a lot to us that you've taken time out of your day to hang out with us for a little bit. Please do feel free to reach out to any Adair office if you have further questions. But thanks again, and we do appreciate you.
One more last question, Charlie.
Yeah, go for it.
They just would like to know, they said they're taking a peek at our website and want to know if the price that's being quoted includes the site prep fee.
That's a great question. Because we are an on your lot builder, as you might imagine, every site is different. A good example of that would be your utilities. A city lot would have city water and sewer. A rural property, you might need to drill a well and put a septic system in. Because we don't know what your property will require, Adair Homes does not list site development cost on our website. So that is the price for the house itself. That does not include your building permit and site development costs. Now, one of the very first things that we're going to do is help you estimate that. We're gonna follow that up with a site evaluation to your property, and we're going to put that budget together for you. So we're gonna let you know exactly what those costs are and make sure everything fits within your budget. But again, until we know where you're building, we can't put that site budget together. But the moment that you have property and want to schedule a site evaluation, we can then help you identify it. All right, folks. Again, thanks again, Joe. Anything else out there that you see? Any other thoughts, questions?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, everybody enjoy your day, and we look forward to talking to you and seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.